Loves President. Say hi, President.
Hello, people.
There's Spanish speakers out there too.
Yes, say
Hola,
hello to the
gente.
Spanish speakers. Tell them to come on out and join us.
Come and join us, TCSA, Monday, Wednesday, Sundays.
You could have said that in Spanish. I could have said it in English.
Lunes, miércoles y domingo.
Viene.
Yeah, what he said. Wellness thing, I have to admit, for it being windy, you're not playing too terrible. Still focusing on the serve. Make sure you bring your knees go on that and let her fly. But good job, you're not playing terrible. Only do what you can do, especially when playing doubles. You just try to stay positive and hold your partner up. But at least we tried, right? At least we tried. Good playing, kid. Good playing. Well, I'm going to say good play. We've battled Chris numerous times, and we've always had really good sets. So the fact that you were up a break, good job, you. Good job, you. All right, bye. Well, good afternoon, family. Today is February 26th, I believe. And as you can see, I have the king with me, and we are on our way to lunch break. And I just want to take a moment to just kind of get some things off my chest. You know, content creating is a very fun journey, or I don't even really know in my case if I should even really consider what I do content creation. Is more so like a documentary of my life and what I have going on. And right now, the majority of my time, focus, energy is spent with tennis. And I spend a lot of time with tennis because that's what I enjoy. It frees my mind of the other stresses and worries that the average people deal with in life. Something about stepping onto that tennis court. If I paid my light bill, doesn't matter. If I have gas in my car, doesn't matter. If I, got $100,000 or no $1,000 in my bank account, doesn't matter for that time that I spend on the court. Which is why I try to make sure that I always bring a positive attitude of light, fellowship, laughter, and just an overall good vibe. However, there's also the time spent off the court where you still have to deal with the realities of life. And I want to ensure that there's a healthy balance but in my content, because off the court what I'm dealing with is just as important. I'm still super excited about the tennis season and captaining the team and going out and having a good time. But I still have to balance my reality outside of tennis as well. And I only bring that up because tennis is not it's not the cheapest sport. It really isn't. And around this time of the year, for me, it gets really expensive because all of the memberships that you have to pay in order to enjoy the sport are due. For example, my membership for the Tennis Club of San Antonio, $250 for the entire year. So when you break it down monthly, weekly, for as often as we play, it comes out to cheaper than a can of tennis balls, depending on the sort of balls that it is that you want to play with. Now, I'm a little bit more bougie, so my tennis balls are still rather expensive, as y'all have seen in some videos that I've shared before. But that's neither here nor there. It's still very well worth the price. On top of that, of the $250, I also have to pay an additional $60 to play in the USTA league, to be on the actual league team, so that our team, so when we compete or whatever, the matches actually count towards something and we can compete. That's an additional $60. Then, to be a member of the USTA, or the United States Tennis Association, which houses all of our competitive play. So when you hear me say I'm going to be on the league team, that is a part of the United States Tennis Association, or USTA. So I have to be a member of that program as well. Its membership for one full year is $44. So it adds up sometimes. And what I didn't realize or take into account with the content creation is I'm not a big creator yet to where I necessarily need a team. So I do all of my own editing as well. So the time that I'm sitting down to review content, getting the edits just right, making sure that the storyline still makes sense, making sure that the introduction of my friends and stuff is done in a positive light. All of that takes time. And that's time that I would normally be using to Uber. So I wasn't normally feeling the squeeze of the additional expenses that come along with tennis because I have the extra funds of Uber coming in. But I've been cutting back on the Uber lately, not necessarily on purpose, but because I've been filling in that time with editing. So I'm just a little more financially frustrated because like I say, I haven't been Ubering as much, or I haven't been Ubering at all really, because I've just been spending a little bit more time, getting into the swing of the whole content creation and editing. And now here we are at the renewal time, and like I say, I'm just financially frustrated. But I'm not going to stress myself out about it because I know with a little pressure, I'm privileged. There are so many things that I could be complaining about as far as my financial frustration. I could be complaining, that I don't have the money to pay my rent or pay this or to pay that. So I realize that these are definitely bougie people problems. But it's still rather frustrating. I think what I want to do is so that I can continue in my content creation journey is maybe pivot a new storyline, not necessarily storyline, but video series. I can't think of what it's called. Playlist. That's the word I'm looking for. Create a new playlist, and maybe I'll phrase it as hustling with the homie, and then that'll just be that series is where it's just me Ubering, and then that way I'm still doing the whole content creation. It'll still keep me in the habit, in the swing of things, and I'm making money a little bit more immediately rather than sitting back waiting on, like we discussed early in one of the other videos, the girls to find me to get the views and all of that stuff. So that'll be the plan for now. For now. But thank y'all for listening. Like I say, I was just venting again. I feel I'm growing a little bit more comfortable with venting to the camera. I normally feel a lot better once I get it off my chest. I, put it out into the atmosphere and just kind of let it go. So yeah, the game plan for the next few days, being that there is no tennis, is to hustle pretty heavily on Uber. So we shall see how that goes. What's up, family? So today is February 28th, and I am actually en route to go see Derek play in his league match. But I know the last time that I was on camera with you guys, I was kind of all in my feelings, talking about being financially frustrated and all this and that. But much like when I get frustrated in my tennis matches, I kind of sit back, review what's happening, see where I'm going wrong, and make the necessary adjustments to correct those actions moving forward. So much like I told y'all in the previous thing, like I knew that I had been slipping a little bit when it came to my Ubering, but later on in the day, after I got off the vlog with you guys, I did go ahead and focus on Uber after work, and the kid is up. So that little frustration is not so much a frustration anymore. I just have to dedicate the time to make my money, to get after the bag, so to speak. And And so, yeah, I'm in a much better mood today. I don't feel, overwhelmed or anything. Come on, little car. Don't feel overwhelmed or anything. So I'm just in a much better mood. Like I said, I just needed to get out there and actually do the work to make the money. The money was there. Like I said, I wasn't doing it because I was trying to get better at this whole editing thing. So, and it's still early in the day on Saturday, so I got plans on getting back on Uber this evening, and I still got tomorrow evening too. So yeah, I should definitely be able to get the money that I need in order to continue to play my tennis and continue to strive towards my goals and all that great stuff. So yeah, I just didn't want to leave y'all thinking that like I was somewhere depressed, thinking about playing in traffic or anything. Like, I'm totally fine. I just needed the Uber. And moving forward, to prevent things like this from happening, I'll just have to balance my schedule a little better to ensure that I am Ubering on days when I'm not tennising, or at least finding an hour or two to Uber here or there. And so that way I won't necessarily be in that situation again. So yeah, that's it. That's all. See y'all in a little while. Thank y'all again for listening.
Okay, guys, so we finally managed to bring Neris to the Japanese tea garden
during the day when it was open.
Look at that view of San Antonio. Doesn't it look gorgeous?
Yeah.
But here we are again with Neris at the Japanese tea garden.
They also call it the sunken tea garden.
The sunken tea garden. That's true. This is the well where they used to collect the water, and of course over here we have a wonderful view.
Little ponds of koi fish.
You know what? It's kind of sad that it's still not green, because the weather was wonderful today. Like, look at this sun. Like,
we got there at the perfect time of the day.
It was such a good day. We had just had bucaneros.
Shout out to El Bucanero.
Shout out to El Bucanero.
Some ceviche, hit them up.
Ceviche negro, that's our favorite. We always end up just sharing it,
and then we came over here on these steps and worked it all out.
Yes, but look at this wonderful
cute little waterfall.
Earlier he said that the wall was pink. So.
The wall was pink on it. But yeah, a beautiful day, February. It's a little warm for February,
but you know what? Neris didn't break his sweat. Neris broke more of a sweat at El Bucanero than he actually did.
He did
at the park.
Yeah, she's having her quinceañera right there.
Right. Funny enough is that we were not supposed to be doing anything outdoorsy. Like when we're at the Bucanero, we're like, okay, what we're gonna do next? And we were like, the decision unanimously was like, okay, well, let's not do anything outdoors, let's not do anything outside. And what we ended up doing
at the sunken tea.
Again, it was such a nice, lovely day. We went earlier to what's the name of the park?
Bill Hardburger.
Yes, we went there to watch Neris play.
That was at Shadow Cliff. That was at
Shadow Cliff, and it was not Neris, it was Derek. Sorry. Shout out to Derek.
Hey, Derek. Yeah, it was a fun night. We were cracking a lot of jokes at this place. Look right here. I want to say, Gicho.
Look at he treats me.
Love me.
There's proof. So if I ever end up with the black eye, show this video to the police
and the judge.
Oh my goodness, but look at this view. Ain't that gorgeous? And look at her taking pictures.
She's having a quinceañera.
For her quinceañera.
I think I also saw some people there taking pictures of their wedding.
Yeah, definitely.
Like proposal or something.
Definitely, we should take Sophia to take some pictures there. my niece, she's gonna be having her quinceañera on March.
I think we're done. You said 35, right? No, we're at 36.
Well, there we
okay,
go.
then.